The real reason side hustles fail for busy professionals. Let me say something that might irritate a few people. Side hustles don't fail because you lack discipline. They fail because you're building them the same way you built your career. And that's the mistake. Most busy professionals are intelligent. They manage pressure, they resolve complex problems, they execute at high level. Yet when it comes to building extra income, nothing sticks. Why? Because you're trying to build a second income using leftover capacity. And leftover capacity produces unstable results. But here's the part no one tells you. The very trait that made you successful in your career is the same trait sabotaging your side hustle. Stay with me because once you see this, you won't approach extra income the same way ever again. Busy professionals operate in effort reward systems. Work more, earn more. Perform better, get promoted. So when side income doesn't grow, you instinctively increase effort, more hours, more research, more ideas. But extra income doesn't reward effort. It rewards structure. And that distinction changes everything. Let's start with the real problem. Most professionals don't build side hustles. They stack experiments, new idea this month, different strategy next month, higher risk when frustrated, then boom, burnout. That's not ambition. That's volatility. And volatility destroys consistency. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. You're not failing because you don't have time. You're failing because you're using the wrong energy window. After 8 to 10 hours of cognitive work, your brain is fatigued. Fatigue lowers impulse control. It reduces patience. It weakens judgment. And yet that's when you try to make financial decisions. That's like trying to train for marathon after already running one. It's not sustainable. The shift most people miss. If you want consistent extra income without quitting your job, you need a controlled system, not motivation, not intensity, a system. And that system rests on three anchors: clarity, control, consistency. Let's go deeper. Clarity, the stabilizer. Clarity means removing improvisation. Not I'll see what I feel like doing tonight, but what exactly am I executing? At what exact time? Under what exact rules? Most professionals sit down and decide in the moment. That decision making drains energy. Energy you already don't have much of. Clarity reduces decisions, and fewer decisions increase consistency. Control, the protector. This is where most people self-sabotage. Results slow down, so they escalate. More risk, more capital, more complexity. That's emotional expansion. Control means fixed parameters, fixed time block, fixed exposure, fixed expectations. If your side hustle feels dramatic, it's unstable. Extra income should feel almost boring because boring compounds. Now, here's the twist. Most professionals don't actually quit their side hustle because it fails. They quit because it feels slow, and slow feels like wrong. But slow is often stabilization. The people who succeed aren't the ones who push harder. They're the ones who reduce variance. That's the difference. Consistency, the multiplier. Consistency is not flashy. It's repetition without emotional interference. Month 1, nothing exciting. Month 2, small signals. Month 3, subtle stability. Most people quit right there, right before compounding begins. They weren't wrong. They just weren't long enough. Let me reframe this simply. Instead of asking, how can I hustle harder? Ask, how can I reduce decisions? Design a 45 to 60-minute execution window. Same time, same framework, same rules. Execution should feel mechanical. Review should feel analytical. When execution and emotion mix, results fluctuate. When execution is controlled, results stabilize. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If your side hustle depends on how motivated you feel after work, it's fragile. Your energy fluctuates, your stress fluctuates, your workload fluctuates. Structure does not. Busy professionals don't need another hustle. They need a controlled second system. Side hustles fail not because you're incapable, but because they are built emotionally instead of structurally. When you apply clarity, you remove guesswork. When you apply control, you reduce volatility. When you apply consistency, you allow compounding to work, not instantly, but predictably. And predictable progress always outperforms motivated chaos. If you're serious about building extra income without walking away from your career, stop chasing intensity. Start designing structure, clarity, control, consistency. That's how professionals win.